Welcome to Homestead Life in Appalachia. I'm Wayne, and Sandy behind the camera at the moment. I did a little video on our water, how I haul water and stuff, and the intro didn't record, so the wife wanted me to record an intro and tell you hi, and this gives you a quick rundown of how we take care of hauling our water and how our water is transported to the house and then to our storage tank, and then from the storage tank to the house. It gives you a good little rundown, so stand by. I guess during a video it won't let me change cameras so easily, so we'll ride along here a little bit. Now the wife will probably edit a little bit of this out, but most people not from West Virginia and don't know too much about our mountains and our lush forest, but this is give you a little introduction. I think it's absolutely beautiful to walk out, and this is what I see outside my front door every day, and every time I go to get water, which the 275 gallon tote, we have another one just like it underneath the house. I'll probably do a little bit of a video on that, or maybe add a little bit to this video so everybody gets an idea of what we've got for our setup. And there is my water. So I'm actually going to pause and turn and back underneath the water, and then I'll video again. And that road, it's part of our right-of-way to our property. This isn't on our property, it's the next door neighbor property, but it's also right on said right-of-way. So yeah, of course somebody dumps their garbage there. Our right-of-way comes right through there, so it should be hard for them to stop us from using it. But just up there out of sight is our property line. I'm gonna pause it now and come back here in a few minutes after I'm backed under the water, and we'll go from there. Alright, we're now full, ready to go. That's the least we've ever had water flowing out of the pipe here. It's usually a full tube. And before anybody says, starts getting to be all the water police on me, the water has been tested. It's pretty good. We don't actually use it for drinking. What we do, but it goes to a Berkey first. And everything on that tote is on the outside. I cleaned it between our time of coming in and doing the filling it up. I do every time, just because I don't like dirty water. Let's put it that way. But here we go. Hope you don't let you ride along the whole way. I don't know if Sandy she may edit part of this out just for time. It isn't the most interesting thing, but it is kind of cool to see the mountains of West Virginia. Still love to be able to look out my front window or front door, and this is what I see. I grew up in here in West Virginia, in Boone County, heart of coal country. My dad's a retired coal miner. My grandpa actually retired from DuPont. There's a DuPont plant about 20 some miles from where I grew up in Racine. Actually about 10 miles if they went back in the day. They used to have a ferry that crossed the Canal River. It's on the other side of the river, so otherwise you had to go down the river a few miles, across the bridge and back. This is us getting water. It's about almost exactly a half mile from where I just got the water to our house. It's pretty cool to see my neighbors. He's also got goats and chickens, and there's his new sawmill and the shed for his sawmill. And yes, I'm dying for a sawmill. And if Timmy Bradshaw is watching, yes Timmy, I'm still very jealous of you and your new purchase of the sawmill. Dying to get one for myself. yeah, the ride's kind of boring, so she'll probably edit part of it out. But also, let's talk about my grandpa. My mom's dad, actually, he retired from DuPont, but he also mined coal on the property I grew up on. They say that he mined it down to 17 inches. Well, if any of you know me, you know there ain't enough bear grease in the country to get me in and or out of 17 inches of anything. The mine shafts were still there when I was growing up. Just a few years ago they came in, the state did, and they blocked the shafts off and done some reclamation work. Mom and Dad actually have 36 acres, I think it's 36 or 38 acres there in Boone County that belong to my grandpa Workman, my mom's dad and mom, where he mined the coal, yada yada. There's his hillside also. Most of our little homestead is a hillside also. We have a little over 38 acres, but we're at 38.6 acres. We've joked about it being 40 acres and no mule. If anybody gets that reference, then you're old like me. Hope it don't get your car sick, bouncing and beating. But almost our property line. And again, look at that. See that? See the mountains? See the trees? It's great. Right here is our property line. In fact, the pole in the state of West Virginia, if you paint purple, it also is a no trespassing, no hunting. I've got several signs around, so no one seems to be able to see. They're bright yellow. They're on trees and shrubs and whatever, and power poles. Our property goes down the hollow up to the top of the mountain there, and down the mountain to the hollow and back up and around, and it goes up to the top of the mountain on this side too. So we have quite a bit of dirt. Oh, about to drop you. Hang on. Oh no. Hope nobody got hurt when you fell. And here's the gate we just had recently put in. The property behind us is owned by a company called Reclaim, and they actually tear down houses and buildings. And part of what they do is have to reclaim and bury that stuff and everything somewhere, kind of like landfill type thing. And so trying to talk to you guys, and I'm about to miss the road. Let's see if we can try this again. Now look there, there's gravel. I keep a gravel in my mirror, and that should be good. What do you think? It's hard to look through the mirror and look in the phone at the same time. When you have tried it, it's not that easy. Back up to the house. Yeah, there's a lot of junk in the driveway. We've worked our butts off this summer on garden and stuff piled up in the winter, and I know it's not much of an excuse, but time is not my friend. Okay, I'm going to sign off for the moment, and we'll come back whenever I get the water hooked up and show you how it goes into the house, and then I'll give you an idea of my pump, and I'll even show you my water heater. Maybe Timmy's watching this, because they're talking about buying a water heater like it. In fact, we just bought one for the mother-in-law's house and installed it yesterday. So anyway, I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, here we are. Got a quick disconnect in a firefighter type hose. Imagine that, me, 30-some year firefighter, having a hose, like a fire hose. It rolls up real nice is one reason why. It's compact, but it kinks so stinking easy. It ain't funny. Drives me crazy. And yes, again, it's a mess. I ain't even gonna try and say anything other than admit that it's a mess. Well, yeah, I gotta redo everything for my insulation. This was a impromptu thrown together thing for my tank. See, there's my IBC tote. Down in that bucket underneath all the insulation is a 12 volt pump from an RV. It pumps up into the house. There goes William Whalen. There's Joey and the wife. And, anyway, the water pumped up into the house with the 12 volt pump. She's probably gonna kill me for not taking off my boots. But we only have one sink. And go ahead and make fun of my ghetto shower. And a shower. We have an actual shower pan. One day we'll graduate to a shower stall. Temporary. Has been over a year now. And here is my water heater. This thing is my pride and joy. This thing uses 2 D-cell batteries to fire and propane. So it uses no power whatsoever. In fact, I'll just go ahead and fire it up here. See, it fires off. And there's what stream I get, and that's from a 12 volt pump. And that should be telling me what temperature of the water. See, it's coming up. It's very slow to show it. It's actually pretty darn hot. And it's only set on about midway. This one here actually controls heat. Don't ask me what this one does. I've tried messing with it, and most of the instructions that come with this thing are in Chinese. And this is winter and summer. We usually don't even mess with it. It changes it from 3 burners to 4 burners, or 2 burners to 3 burners, yada yada. I don't remember how many. It kills 1 burner for summer because it figures you don't need to heat the water as much. These things don't actually, it's different. You have to learn how to use it, but it's great once you do. It actually takes the excuse me, it heats the water at full flow of 18 liters per minute, which is right at 5 gallons for us US folks. It heats at 40 degrees Fahrenheit at full flow. Now, the slower the flow, the more it heats it. Of course, it's got to have enough flow to activate the flow switch to kick it on. But it flows with that sink run. We're probably flowing about 3 gallons a minute max, 2.5, 3 gallons. And it will, if it's cranked all the way, it'll take your hide off. It's an awesome little gizmo. It costs $128 with free shipping from Amazon. So if you're thinking about one of these, let me know. The funny thing is, if you want your water to get hotter, you slow the flow instead of opening the faucet up for hot water wider. You actually close it just a little bit, and it raises the temperature quite a bit. We actually put another one in my mother-in-law's cabin. I put it in yesterday, and it's only a 12 liter because I learned the lesson that you really don't need the 18 liter. We've never had ours cranked high enough to really say that it was worth having the extra. And it's literally, I found it on eBay, $72 and I think 19 cents with free shipping. So they're so ridiculous cheap. And yes, it isn't like turning on a water faucet at your house with a water tank and you have said hot water all the time. That's like for our shower, we ran just hot water to the shower, just from the hot water heater, because you saw the adjustments. We adjust the water temperature before we get in there. So we didn't have to spend money on mixer valves and yada, yada, yada. It's just a basic setup. So I'm going to sign off for now. Be sure and click the like and share and all this good stuff. Kind of share our adventure, and I'm still pleased as punch. My solar panels, if you listen, you can probably hear them. They're moving. That's my home built solar tracker. We'll do another video on it, update on it. If you haven't seen the video for it, check it down below. It's pretty cool. It's all still in a temporary setup because I wanted it to prove itself, and it's ran for probably 2 months now, almost flawlessly. Of course, I'm going to say this and something's going to blow up on it today. But instead of getting close to 30 amps for a couple hours a day, I get 30 amps almost all day long as the sun's out, because it tracks the sun from east to west. But that's my mad scientist stuff. If you ever get a chance to check that out, I've got a lot of other mad scientist stuff I need to make videos about. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. The wife's gonna do the editing and stuff on this. Hopefully have it up in a day or so. I'm sure it won't be out before we get to the HOA, but I hope I get to meet a lot of you at HOA, and we look forward to that this weekend. Hope to have fun and meet a lot of people. So again, like and subscribe, and keep track of what we're doing here. Have a great day.